do not buy these shoes if you want to enjoy your next CrossFit workout. So these are 3 pairs of shoes that I can honestly say without a doubt I extremely regret ever purchasing. So first on the list is the Nike Free Metcon 3. I was a fan of the original Nike Free Metcon, the 1 and the 2. I think they are probably some of the best CrossFit shoes, especially for those workouts that require a lot of running and a lot of conditioning. And I'm not really sure what Nike decided to do after the 3, but it seemed like they decided to turn this into somewhat of a boot camp shoe as opposed to a CrossFit shoe. These are, I would say, like a bodybuilding shoe. They're shoes that, you know, sure, you can argue and say you could do a lot of high rep, maybe box jumps and things of that nature, but you don't get the same responsiveness, at least I don't. Next on the list, we've got the Reebok 11 Pursuit. It's a very lightweight shoe. It's probably one of the lightest weight shoes that I own. The 10s, the 9s, the 8s for nanos, I really, really love those. But after the 10, the sole on these shoes are so unbearable. But they're horrible, they're uncomfortable, they're too light. The cushioning around the collar is just too thin. They're just, again, uncomfortable. I very rarely wear these. That's why they're yellow, but they still look like they're in good condition. Do not ever buy these. And last but not least, we have the Saucony Freedom Crossport. Upper feels a lot more loose than I would have liked, and the toe box is also really uncomfortable, especially if you're doing things like burpees. But these are not great for CrossFit workouts, I would say. I would even maybe argue and say that for runs, they aren't the greatest, but if you need something and you're kind of in a pinch, maybe you could work out in these. I wore these for Murph, and it wasn't terrible, but it also wasn't anything to write home about. Ultimately, I just feel like they were a waste of money. I very rarely ever wear these. I would say out of all of these shoes, I maybe wear them once a month, if that. These as well, it's very rare that I wore these. I would, again, never wear these. If you own these, get rid of them. If you're looking for these, you can't even buy them anymore, which is good riddance. That's it for this week's heat of the week. I wouldn't even say this heat of the week because these are all trash. I regret buying every single one of them, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.